Hello, Mind Hostage fans, and thanks for tuning in. I hope you're looking forward to the launch of our Mind Hostage podcast coming in mid May. We've done some pretty cool interviews so far, and I'm looking forward to sharing those with you. I've got a few more to record before I upload them to all the podcast directories. So stay tuned for future announcements, and please share any post on this site so we can help get the word out to folks. The podcast is about real people who struggle with adversity and have learned to overcome their adversity through a positive mindset. So today I just want to talk a little bit with you guys about personal development and the importance of paying attention to the three pillars of really what makes us who we are. And that is the mental, the physical, and the spiritual beings. And it's important that we pay attention to those and develop those because, like a two-legged stool, without paying attention to each of these three pillars, there's no support. So if you're not doing any personal development, like watching videos or reading from your Bible or listening to something inspirational, something that inspires you and challenges you to be better, then I encourage you to do so. If you already are, then kudos to you. But I want to talk about probably one of the most important things in personal development, and that is really to start with some uncomfortable truths about ourselves. And I have to talk pretty hard to myself, and I have to face some really uncomfortable truths about myself because really talking to myself harshly is about the only way that I understand it. But you have to be open to self-evaluating and being honest and hearing some difficult truths without becoming offended. And that's always been one of my challenges. But without listening to those truths, then it's real easy for us to develop a victim mentality. And what I mean by that is we tend to make excuses and believe our own excuses about why we can't accomplish something, about why we can't do something. Sometimes it may be that we rely on our skin color, our age, our job, our past, our childhood. But we always tend to find somebody or something to blame our circumstance on. And really and truly, we can't start to grow and develop as human beings until we stop accepting our excuses, to stop accepting other people's excuses, and take responsibility for ourselves in our own actions. Because after all, the one thing that we can control is ourselves. We can't control our skin color. We can't control our past. We can't control a lot of things in life, and we certainly can't typically control other people. But the one thing that you can control is your mindset. And so I want to share something with you that I've used in the past. So you'll have to bear with me for a minute. But it's the story about the chair. And I want to talk about a chair that I don't like. It's an ugly wooden chair. And I've stubbed my toe on that chair so many times I could scream. I don't like the way it looks. I certainly don't like the way it stubs my toe. There's not much that I like about the chair, and my wife won't let me throw it out. And every time I walk past this chair, I become angry because my dislike for this chair, what it's done to hurt my toes, what it's done, I have to walk around this thing all the time, and it really drives me crazy. As a matter of fact, I can't be in the same room without looking at the chair and getting disgusted. My anger and disdain for this chair is so great that sometimes I think about how bad I want to throw it out into the driveway, break it up with my sledgehammer, and throw it in the trash, but my wife won't let me. And I can stress about this chair and think about this chair to the point that it affects my stress level. And if I continue to stress about this chair, it can affect my blood pressure. It can affect my state of mind. It can affect my being. But I have a decision to make. And that's that I can decide to get rid of the chair and deal with the consequences. I can put the chair in another room and get it out of my mind. Or I can change the way I think about the chair. As a matter of fact, if I really think about it, until I can afford to get a better chair, it's a whole lot better than sitting on the floor, because I don't want to sit on the floor. And until I can replace the chair, it serves a purpose. So really and truly, if I stop stressing about it, I can understand that I'd rather have this chair than I would, like back in the day when I sat in lawn chairs and as my living room furniture or didn't have any furniture at all. And really all it takes is for me to change my perspective about this chair. And the chair is representative of problems in life. Problems that you can't necessarily change. The problem that if you really stop a minute and change your perspective, you can find a solution to. And I had a mentor tell me one time, he said, Stephen, you're like a bull in a china closet. You just came crashing in and you make a big mess. And he goes, you know what, if you'll stop and back up a little bit, you'll find that there's a way around every problem. You may go over and under or around, or you might just even try opening the door, but you don't have to come crashing in and making a mess. And that really opened my eyes to stopping for a little bit and taking a look at the problem, to stop blaming everybody else, to stop becoming a victim, and to find a solution. And all it takes sometimes is to take some personal responsibility. So I encourage you guys to stop making excuses, stop being a victim, and spend some time finding the solution to your problem, finding an opportunity for growth, finding a way to become a better person. So I invite you to embark on your journey for personal development, and I look forward to bringing you more in the future. Thank you guys, and have a good day.